The Galactic Wildlife Rehabilitation Station orbited the frozen moon of Zen 7, a sanctuary for the most dangerous and untamable creatures from across the known universe. Lisa Martinez stood at the observation window, watching the latest arrival thrash violently against the containment field. "That's a Corthian razorfang cub," said Velthor, the station's Zentarii supervisor, his forearms gesturing nervously. 3 weeks old, already killed 2 handlers on the transport ship. The species is classified as extinction level aggressive. We've never successfully rehabilitated one. The creature was roughly the size of a large dog, covered in midnight black scales that shimmered with bioluminescent patterns. Its eyes glowed a furious crimson, and rows of crystalline teeth lined its elongated snout. Even through the reinforced glass, Lisa could hear its guttural growls. "Has anyone tried approaching it without aggression?" Lisa asked, studying the terrified creature's body language. Velthor's mandibles clicked in what passed for a laugh among his species. "Without aggression? Human Martinez. That animal is aggression. It's been genetically engineered for combat for millennia. The Corthian Empire bred them as living weapons before their civilization collapsed." Oliver Chen, Lisa's fellow human researcher, approached with a datapad. "The medical scans are concerning. It's malnourished, dehydrated, and has several untreated wounds. If we don't intervene soon, it won't survive another 48 hours. Lisa watched as 3 heavily armored Cathari guards attempted to enter the containment area with sedation equipment. The cub launched itself at them with surprising speed, its claws leaving deep gouges in their armor before they retreated. The creature's rage seemed boundless, yet Lisa noticed something the others had missed between the growls and snarls. The cub was trembling. "It's not aggressive," Lisa said quietly. "It's terrified. The distinction is irrelevant when those claws can slice through battle armor," Velthor responded. "Let me try something," Lisa said, moving toward the containment entrance. Oliver grabbed her arm. "Lisa, no. You saw what just happened to the Cathari. They have exoskeletons. You have yoga pants and optimism. Trust me," Lisa smiled. "I grew up with rescue animals. Fear-aggression looks the same across species, even alien ones." Before Velthor could activate the safety protocols, Lisa had already cycled through the airlock. She entered the containment cell empty-handed, moving slowly and deliberately. The razorfang cub immediately locked its glowing eyes on her, muscles coiling for an attack. Lisa didn't flinch. She sat down, cross-legged on the floor, deliberately making herself smaller and less threatening. The cub snarled, a sound like grinding metal that echoed through the chamber. Still, Lisa didn't move. "This is insane." Velthor's voice crackled through the comm system. Lisa ignored him. She began humming softly, a gentle melody her grandmother had taught her. The cub's ears, or what passed for ears, swiveled toward her. Its growling decreased slightly in volume, though its defensive posture remained. Minutes passed. The cub took one tentative step forward, then another, its eyes never leaving Lisa's face. It was close enough now that Lisa could see the scars beneath its scales, the evidence of trauma and mistreatment. "Hey there, little one," Lisa whispered. "Nobody here wants to hurt you." The cub's lips curled back, revealing those terrifying crystalline fangs. It lunged forward, and Lisa did something that made every observer gasp in horror. She booped its nose. Her finger gently tapped the creature's snout, right between its flaring nostrils. The razorfang cub froze completely, its eyes widening in what could only be described as utter confusion. For perhaps the first time in its short, violent life, something had touched it without causing pain. The cub sat back on its haunches, tilting its head. It made a sound, not quite a growl, more like a questioning chirp. Then, slowly, it leaned forward and pressed its nose against Lisa's hand. Did that just work?" Oliver's voice was barely a whisper over the comm. Lisa smiled and gave the cub another gentle boop on its nose. This time, the creature's tail, a wickedly barbed appendage that had seemed purely designed for killing, began to wag. The bioluminescent patterns on its scales shifted from angry red to a soft, pulsing blue. "Good baby," Lisa cooed, scratching behind what she assumed were the cub's ears. The razor fang practically melted, flopping onto its side with a contented rumble that sounded nothing like its earlier threatening growls. Over the following weeks, the transformation was remarkable. The razorfang cub, whom Lisa named Midnight, became the station's most docile resident, but there was one peculiar development that baffled the entire scientific staff. Midnight absolutely demanded boops. The creature would follow Lisa everywhere, gently headbutting her hand until she booped its nose. If she was busy, Midnight would sit directly in her path, eyes wide and expectant, refusing to move until the sacred boop ritual was performed. The fearsome predator had become completely addicted to the simple gesture of affection. "This is unprecedented," Velthor admitted, watching through the observation window, as Midnight played gently with Lisa in the containment area. The human bonded with a razorfang in less than an hour. "My people have studied xenobiology for 3 centuries and never achieved anything similar," Oliver grinned. "You're forgetting the human advantage." "Which is?" Velthor asked. "Humans don't see monsters. We see puppies that haven't been loved yet." Midnight noticed Oliver approaching and immediately trotted over to him, presenting its nose expectantly. Oliver laughed and delivered the required boop. The cub's tail wagged so hard its entire body wiggled. "You've created a monster," Oliver told Lisa. "A monster that demands constant nose boops." "A happy monster," Lisa corrected, watching as Midnight rolled over for belly rubs. "That's the best kind." News of the human who had tamed a razorfang spread throughout the galaxy. Soon, the rehabilitation station received requests from dozens of species, asking if the humans could help with their impossible cases. Lisa and Oliver found themselves at the forefront of a new approach to xenobiology, one based not on fear and containment, but on understanding and compassion. And it all started with a single boop. Midnight, now fully grown and classified as completely harmless when humans are present, became the station's unofficial mascot. The once feral cub still growled at strangers, but those who knew the secret would simply extend a hand toward that midnight black nose. One boop, and the universe's fiercest predator became the galaxy's most devoted friend. That, the galaxy would learn, was the most dangerous human ability of all: the power to turn enemies into family with nothing but kindness.